Ebusia ene ohene ba bo ma ba ne aba bonte aba be kasa ebusia ne ose enema ekoso ewo mahama krum sese ntokwa esi sese ye man mu de the level of insecurity na ebusia sese ye Canada ano aye den papa with ntokwa ekoso enam so ama Ghana for binum aski asylum bimo than refugees our countries bi te Cote d'Ivoire ni Togo Burkina Mo ani nyina ni chieftaincy dispute here they so the level of insecurity afi we mo no yehu no the northern sector na a very very serious pa na interior minister defense minister mo nyina te say omo nyina tata ho na say defense minister ko we say interior minister there na wo ye Muntaka and when bani ababe bo mo chipa say de moye amayense for NDC for because said the musidi niema biti ahim for sembi eye politics no ene de ababedu baby ane nyina ye babedu ane kwa ha basa ye de kuni pase kwa ane data according to data yes can check over 31,000 people has been displaced as a result of conflict. They say could be or cry we do be two na be do mono na corona dane samankru obie ni tu ko fa for form on your adwane court na ho e ba be kun onye boni bia to na say we say ko northern sector ha kodane Israel Iraq for wars dia just a hono weapons gus northern sector hono e we say kan Ghana amori nyina buma say esosin ni nyina na nye ize kura na ne aba be deb on one kasa ne party se mo hwe na mo from 90 from na munya agro ne politics na ya na mo de eniema aid na bushans evu from so no Cedi no say no we ya emre say ama growing concern family and so be charge ajo said masa the way are free for na platform nye ize kura na bushan mitirimu for aba the entire ema this sharp depreciation aba na just native 3 story on ba be no and I thought I would say damage control say dey you one a bit me decide to be any good things and we actually your comment section as
enye ene nipa 13,000 nye nipa bako nipa 13,000 etu afru mamu akọ obi man so yada sote ha pretending as if nothing has happened say omukọ Ivory Coast no omakọ as refugees because ntokwasi na Ghana ntokwasi
say omo area omo te no
ya nipa 13,000 kuro we wahu kuro ya yetimu hayi ye nya twonfo ye nipa bonefo empanimfo ni bi nka no kore na nyame betuo hwe obi ti krom haton sase manipa du yenim no woni pa kro na woto asase ne manipa mienu no antokwa na ba ama nipa 13,000 etuo no yenim no yenka ho asem
yes
say ye no kure say nye no kure wo ye nana yenka na asem asem we start yes eba no eti prosiante ewo ho enti eba ne sign na nipa 13,000 interior minister ti krom ha 13,000 of Ghana for etumia nante every yamaimu akọ different place
na basabasa no ewo mu no banbofo egusu ye omafo mu dia ya ye banbo ewo ho
enye ni pattern
so bi edwane epre na
enye ni pattern ena enye ni pat 20 Ivory Coast aban etumia confirm of nipa 13,000 nipa 13,000 enye nipa kuma bi o 13,000 etumia to Africa 13,000 that better start here na minister di kroma one thing
say omuguso ye omafam di
and they are not from the ano is nothing yatie ya wonu ma bi ya yemfa ni agro se nipa 13,000 etumi cross wo border akoba bi foforo okuma ye yanko ye wo eye asase ho asem kakra bi en krom ha enya honko
yes
because wa ha nkra ha ya because wa ha
nano wote papa no ye ne hia ye ne se na okay enansase na akodi ne pa bi nse chese ye shada wo obi a ono no ye se wa bi ye pa akwa obefa so age ensase na maye wo kai sase so hu eti se nipa no anya kro no fa kakra na waje nka ye de ama look at that Ghana yes so
Muntaka, you know, no question me woman say. For nipa 13,000. So much me to a free. Akwa kwedi baby. Ni ya confirm say nipa 13,000. Etu kono. We a minister me do pa. Etienne Kase resign. Nemu menene chine ya no. Masumdue mra. Abrofo abai na wotwe. Na 13,000 nipa no nsamra biem. Ye nipa no 13,000. Wabro kumaye. It's very bad.
It's very bad. Come on to mo asinti no enkontima ne sekan ne tuo ne nene. Prekopede nipa wo twehwe wo nkwa prekope o.
No wasoma enye
preference bi agane for safety.
Eye kro kakra bi. IGP Christian Tete honu ebetumi afinish deal no within 10 minutes.
Or they say bad operations there.
We amana kwa kodru ho. Christian Tete honini because for 13,000 nipa to leave your country. Hey, and what's your yeah? And you put 10, you put 20, 13,000. Hey, you are John Dramani Mahama Wadaru, my papa, where a state of emergency. A state of emergency. Say the put 13,000. To me too within a day or 2 days or 3 days or 1 week or 1 month. And I'm quiet. No, me not to me a kusia fako. I'm a banner to me a confirm say ampa. Me put 13,000 biara. Hey, so worried. Mr. Minister, please back up your games. Until I make say, no many people have ten and temua. Muntua na monwo tong. Aya muntua na montem. Na kurom hansa se samu kuya dodo. Na mon famu nensi fom. Wate? Mon famu nensi fom ntam. Asase no wo so ba kufuo bi. Hukuku wo ba he no. Waso ya mebi ya ban mu nipa. Ana anu ya wo bi ede ye penny ba kudin ne nam se me na me ya soma si we boy no bu amanfo da gu adanya wo ye obi nipa eti yaman ho kwan so obi danya wotum wondwiri ngu fom kwa aye too much mesramo nipa 13,000 hey mesramo adamu mo me yanyere ho na 13 na no wo
the city. Now the city crushes Ghana's currency now according to Bloomberg, the world's worst performing currency in the third quarter. That's the context in the third quarter amidst this soaring dollar demand as we have seen over the period. And they put out some statistics just to put the matters in context. This is it. In terms of the losses within this third quarter against the dollar, Bloomberg says, this is it. The Ethiopian birr, Chilean peso, the least in terms of the depreciation, the Dominican Republic's peso, Botswana Pola, and this they are ranking in terms of the currencies that were doing well and the rate at which they have lost. Ghana Cedi, as we're seeing in this third quarter, 13.4% depreciation against, and this was against the dollar. Now, quite apart from that, if you look at the general rate of depreciation year to date against the dollar, 51.6%. That's what has led to the classification of the cedi being the worst performing currency and the picture against the performance against the dollar. Now we saw the appreciation, the sharp, consistent, remarkable appreciation of the cedi against the dollar right from February up until just some couple of weeks ago that we saw the depreciation of the cedi. And questions were asked as to how that can and should be sustained, especially because the structure of the economy hasn't changed. The fundamentals really hasn't changed. Policies have been implemented. Gold board has been one that has been singled out for the contribution as well. And the Bank of Ghana's own policy. Well, Dr. Dosu Sakode is joining us on Zoom right now. Doc is a lecturer at the University of Ghana Economics Department. Thank you for joining us here on Ghana Tonight. I want to find out from you, first of all, beyond what Bloomberg is ranking right now, you've been seeing the volatility that the cedi has been experiencing over the last at least 2-3 weeks gone by. What's going on?
Well, we know that our exchange rate has largely been determined by so many factors, and the recent appreciation that we witnessed in the country is as a result of largely external factors, gold price, remittances, and a drop in the import bill. But the reverse is happening. The reverse is happening in terms of remittances, and the BOG has admitted the remittance inflow is a bit slower than anticipated. There's also a surge in importation because of the sharp appreciation of the Cedi. Importers wanted to take advantage of it to import more. So the governor also admitted that this is temporary. We're hoping that things may change, but he did not put any date on it. So there are so many factors that are determining the exchange rate, which is not due to the structure of the economy as you have indicated. If we have strong ownership of our exports, then things would have been different, because since 2017 up to date, Ghana has been exporting more than we import. So this shouldn't be the case. Now, somebody will ask, where is the money? It's because we are not the owners of the exports. Gold is doing very well now. Ghana today is the #1 producer of gold in Africa, #6 in the whole world. Last year, we produced 130 tons, that's about 5.9 million ounces of gold. If our share in the gold production was greater, our gold reserves by now would have been far higher and things would have been different. So I think going forward, we should try and find lasting solutions. I've seen that the BOG has put forward certain solutions, and the governor has admitted that they have enough reserves to intervene in the market. Remember that Ghana is practicing dirty floating exchange rate regime. In other words, they allow the exchange rate to move and they intervene when things are getting out of hand. So I'm sure with the reserves that we have in terms of dollars and gold, when things are getting out of hand, they'll be able to intervene to restore some stability. The retention law, MNCs, multinational companies, to retain certain amount of their profit in the country. The de-dollarization has been embarked by the BOG is also important. So we have always been preaching stability instead of this volatility. The sharp appreciation, sharp depreciation, does not augur well for businesses because they are unable to plan. If we are able to stabilize our currency, have strong ownership, stop this dollarization, improve on the retention law, I think things can be better. But at the end of the day, we are talking about the same thing that we've been preaching, the structure of our economy, where we have to try and reduce the importation, also have ownership of our exports. For me, that is the best way to go. We are blessed with gold, so we should take advantage of it. We should leverage on the gold that we have to stabilize our currency going forward.
I do appreciate it. And saying that maybe in 30 seconds, the gold board is one to look at in this regard, what you just proposed?
Yes, the gold board, as a country, we have admitted, I think even from the previous administration, we all have admitted that we can leverage the abundance of gold that we have to stabilize our currency. So gold board should step up their game. They should do more purchases so that we can have more reserves. If things become critical, we should be able to sell some of the goods that we have to restore the value of our currency.
Thank you. Dr. Edward Susako is an economist, a lecturer at the University of Ghana Economics Department. Thank you for joining us.
Reporting from the Takoradi Market Circle, from the heart of the Upper West Regional Capital,
from the heart of the Ashanti Kingdom.
Reporting from Sinyane,
from the Central Business District of Navrongo.
The parliamentarians are on recess.
This is where it all unfolds. The moments that potentially alters the course of our nation and the world. These are the individuals we recognize, the voices we amplify, who appears on screen and who contributes behind the scenes. With professionalism at our core, we bring you news you can trust, impact journalism that makes a difference. This illustrates how diverse perspectives enhance our strength and reinforces our mission. This is 3 News. Leaders in breaking news, exclusive interviews, facts and analysis on TV, radio, online and digital. 3 News, first in news.